Okay. Good evening, all of you. This is going to be an interesting topic that our students are going to take my interview over here. So I'm also quite excited. And the most important thing is that not a single question that we discussed before this. So it's a live session and we are going to take one by one. So those students who want to ask any question, you can directly come here. Here is a mic. You can sit here. You can ask your question. I will tackle that question. Again, you can go. Next student should come. Is it okay? Shall we start? Okay, first question, please. From girls' side. From girls' side, we'll start. Please. Yes. Yes. Take that.
Why did you become an English teacher?
No, it's not like that. Firstly, my profession is not being is matched to become a teacher. I have completed my engineering, so particularly I choose English because suppose if I started the history academy, do you think that anyone came here? Do you think if I started history academy or geography academy, it's not like that. So I think English is a fundamental language and it's a need of an hour. So whatever you are going to start, it should be go on for at least minimum 30 years. So I think whatever the setup I started, it is going definitely for the 30 years and for that purpose. And mostly in the rural area, the situation is too pathetic about the English. So that's why I started with English.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next from boys. Yes, please. From the girls, be ready.
Everyone knows that you are an engineer. So so why you turn in English Academy, and if you not turn English Academy, and what will you do?
Yeah, actually it was incidents happened in 2018 when my dad got severe accident. I was preparing myself for MPSC also for 3 or 4 years. And unfortunately that was the biggest failure of my life. When 2018 I haven't cleared the mains examination. Simultaneously my dad got accident and the situation is like that I have to go to MIDC to get the job, means with my qualification. So that time I decided, I have strong desire inside me that I am not made for that, to go with the tiffin and eat that tiffin in MIDC and coming back to home. So I searched myself and I got that I have spark in English communication, because when I was at college, that time I got that spark that I have little bit good in communication. So I go with that theme and I think that I got a good responses and that's why I'm going with that. Okay. Next.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, have a seat. This is most important gesture. Hello sir, good evening. This must be have to followed by each and everyone. Make it show.
My question is how to.
Just come closer, that take closer. Yeah.
My question is how to make interesting English grammar topic to student.
Actually, see, most of the student who belongs to rural area, they thought that English grammar is the only one thing to speak English. But getting grammar is actually a little bit boring thing actually, you know that very well. To get the to be's form and personal pronoun, making their sentences, quite boring actually. For that purpose actually, I think that we just have to focus on that, the fundamentals of that, and there is some techniques, like you can invent some of the games, so that games will attract all that towards that grammar. So I think that this is one technique and you just know that how we deliver here. So I think that whenever you're teaching to grammar to students, try to make a fun things out of that, or try to discover some of the games related to or quiz related to grammar. So if you are doing that, I think the student will definitely attract towards you.
Thank you.
Next. Yeah.
Hello, good morning. Good
Hello.
evening.
Have a seat.
You are an engineer, also founder of your own Hulle Speaking English Academy, as well as you are a YouTuber. What thing is you motivate, and or what who is your ideal person?
See, in my personal life actually and professional life also, I'm following the many peoples. Like, I'm always trusted that one people cannot fulfill your requirements. Like, every day when I went to swimming, at that time I'm following Michael Phelps, who is the highest Olympic medalist in the world in swimming. He is a US swimmer actually. When I went to ground to play cricket, I'm following the Yuvraj Singh. When I'm talking about the English communication, I'm following Shashi Tharoor, who is a currently member of the parliament from Thiruvananthapuram. When I'm going to playing badminton, at that time I'm following that Saina Nehwal. So I think that it depends. Idol is not like that. When I'm talking about the spiritual person, I'm going to follow Swami Vivekananda. So it depends on. I think you can keep the multiple idol person. So whenever you are doing that activity, you can follow that mastermind of that particular field. Means you know that Michael Phelps is a all-time favorite swimmer in the world. So you can follow him. When you are running, actually you can follow the Usain Bolt, who is the fastest world record 100-meter athletics. So I think that is most important. So one person is not fulfill your all the requirements. So I have a lot of idols in different field. In politics, I am following someone different. In communication, I am following different. In case of motivation, in case of YouTuber, I am following different. So whatever the sectors, you follow the multiple peoples.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Have a seat.
What was the community reaction when you started the academy?
When I started my academy, the reaction was not good actually. My dad and mom was against all these. First thing, so community is the second part actually. My mom, dad itself, they oppose this. The neighboring peoples, they shocked because I was scholar student, I was topper in my school. So they thought that the person who has such a extraordinary knowledge and he is going to start a one tuition, and tuition to start the tuition is not a big deal in the society. But when I started it, when I grew up, lots of students are coming towards me, lots of elite society people coming towards me. That time they realized that he has something different. No, then we constructed a new building, then we started a AC classroom, then we, so lots of students every year, the vacations we have more than 200 students coming back. So I think that because of that, the society perception is there. So first time when I started, the reaction was not good because this was just like a gambling. You are starting the English speaking academy at rural area, and whether it is going or not, it's not, no one knows about that. But I think that the situation grows off, and now I'm my popularity at peak, so everyone is appreciating that. So society is always behave like when you're starting new, they are criticizing you, and when you are reaching at the popularity, they are appreciating you. Next, yes. मॅडमचं आपलं पण म्हणून रेकॉर्डिंग पण करायला थोडंसं एखाद्या क्वेश्चनचं आणि फोटो पण काढायचे. येस प्लीज.
If Hulle's academy don't work, what will you do?
Actually, I am always optimist person, so I don't think so. Unless and until I am here, nothing is such type of thing is going to happen. So I never think negative, but it happens. Then I will find out the ways, different ways. I have well qualification, so I can work in any multinational company. I have my own talent of each and every. I can work as a political analyst. I can work as a writer. I can do anything because I have talent. And those person who have knowledge and talent, they can do anything. But I am sure about that. This is not going to happen. That what you say. Yes. Next.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Have a seat.
How was your experience for you start your academy?
My experience was actually not that much good actually, because I know that very well. At 2019 in Jan actually, I started my campaigning, and I executed my lectures in front of 12th standard, and I can remember that no one is there in my, not a single inquiry we got it from 12th standard students. So that was a huge disappointment for me. But after that, suddenly I shifted my focus on 10th standard, and I got 30 students, near about 30 or 35 students at that time. So that time I realized that focusing on the higher grade students instead of you can focus on lower grade students. So I just focus on that. I deliver my lectures in front of them, and I got responses. So initial phase was tough, because I have to go to schools, I have to convince the teachers, I have to convince the parents, then I have to teach hard to the students. It was means a pressurizing situation. But right now, whenever I went to somewhere else, everyone knows about me, every teacher knows about me. When I deliver my lecture, my batch is going to be started immediately. So it's not a big deal right now, this moment. But that time the situation was not good. So that is the difference, I think that. Yeah.
What is
Would you have it?
how you choose this field?
Not a particular things. I was not decided to become English speaking guide or trainer. I think that as I told you, at 2018 the situation is create like that, and then I decided to come here. So it was not a pre-planned, just like you decided to become an engineer, doctor, advocate or something like that at that time. But I think that I was decided on, situation made this decision. Yes, next. Have a seat.
Sir, my question is, how supported you throughout entire this journey and how it is important?
Who supported me, you want to say? Actually, to be very honest, in my initial stage, no one was there. No one. Because my mom, dad was against it, and my sister was also against it. So no one was for. One of my school teacher, his name is MS Kamble sir. He supported me a lot, because he know that my talent, and he just pushed me that you can start this will be help out you. But rather than that, my sir, no one was there. But I got someone that support me. My sir really support me. Whenever there is chance to speak, he call me. But unfortunately, he died, I think 3 or 4 years ago. So that's why I give the name of my library, that MS Commercial Library. So that person motivate me, and he also really guide me in the proper way. So I think that he's only one person. Even not my mom, dad also, they were up against this decision. Have a seat. Click the photos also.
What is your first dream and you are satisfied with this work?
When I was at 10th standard, my dream was like to become an engineer and to work in multinational company like my cousin brother. Because when I was at 9th standard, I went to Pune, and I wandering in Hinjawadi, phase 3 or 2. That time I saw the multinational companies. The atmosphere was so elegant, and really it was unforgettable memories for me. So that time I decided that I have to do something like that, and I have to become an engineer in Pune and just enjoy my life. But suddenly whatever you decided is sometime not going to happen. When I started this firm, I was also suspicious about that. But right now, you know that very well, we have popularity. We have popularity not only in our area, we have popularity in all over Kolhapur district. City students are coming towards us. This is a big decision, and whatever we build with our unique name, I think that I am satisfied. And in future, we are focusing on Western Maharashtra. We are planning to execute our franchises in all over Maharashtra. So after a 10 or 15 years, we are going to be popular in all over Maharashtra. Not only I'm talking about the Kolhapur. So right now I'm satisfied what I have.
Hello sir, good evening.
Yeah, have a seat.
My question is what
You can take that.
difficulties did you face while starting this academy?
Obviously, I don't have any teaching experience, so that's the problem. How to handle the students, I don't have any experience. Second thing is I don't have infrastructure, because when I started my class, it was in the rented place. So these are the difficulties I face, but I overcome each and every situation with my experience, and day by day I improve in that. But most biggest obstacle was to gather the student and to teach them in effectively, because when you have completed the D.Ed, B.Ed, you got that, you have knowledge about that, but in other case it is not going to happen.
Okay sir, thank you.
Next. Yes, please take a fast questions. It's a live session is going on.
In your journey, most difficult problem in your life?
As just I told that when sometime my batches was not full actually. So I am expecting that 30 students will come, and suddenly only 10 students will come. So I think that it was really a terrible situation. But after my popularity, I easily get everything. Now you know that we have 50 students, and not a single call we made to him. Everyone is coming just with our popularity. So that time I faced such of difficulties there. Thank you. Next. Yeah.
Hello sir, good evening.
Hello, have a seat.
My question is, how do you manage your time and lesson planning daily in this academy?
Yeah, actually, this is really a good question. I think that you won't imagine from day first to day last, each and everything I have pre-planned. Means I know what to teach in the morning, I know what to teach in the afternoon, I know what to teach in evening. So everything is pre-planned, and I invest some time in that for that. So once I plan that, it's going to be execute only. Your role is just execute that. So for that I just work hard, because as I told you, I'm not belongs to teaching profession. So in teaching profession like B.Ed, they taught that how to manage the lesson and all. But with my skill actually, I just work hard on that and I just got it. So one thing, and second thing, you talk about the time management. This is most important. From school time I am doing that. When I was 10th standard, I managed my time. So that's why I was topper of my school. So obviously from there to here, I just work hard on that. I read a lot of things, so I know that how to manage all these things. So simply I use whatever the knowledge I just read, that I just use here. Next. Yes, please, from boys side. Be ready back to back, okay, from girls, from boys.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So, as like everyone knows that you were
You
an
just, I think, wrong. Yes, that's.
as like everyone knows that you were an engineer, and I think you didn't think about that to start your own academy. Then who did you teach to? Then I mean, how did you learn to teach student in such an interesting way, even which is better than school method?
That's why I told you. Sometimes many successful person in the society, if you're observing that, they are not mastering that, but they did it. I'm not only one person, but yeah, when whatever I have right now, or whatever I have knowledge right now, or teaching methodology that I'm going to adopt here, at that time it was not. So when I started that, I was just trial and error, just making the trial and error, and every batch, every student taught me the things, And I am going to add one thing inside that, interesting things. So some students who joined my batch at 2019 and they joined batch at 2026, they realize that, sir, you are going to change each and everything, because that time our batch was just 40 days and now we have our batch of 90 days, regular batch. Vacation batch we just started before 4 years ago. That time it was tough to me to manage all this thing, but I told you just right now, we have each and every hours planning over here. So I think each student, each batch taught me, and I just changed inside me and I'm reaching here.
And my one more question is, it is maybe funny, that who did you suggest to your academy's name as your surname?
That is quite interesting actually, because your name, a brand name, is always matter in case of any business actually. So when I started my classes, I gave the name Infinity Classes. But I realized that when you just Google it, lots of Infinity Classes name tuitions are coming there. So my surname is actually unique, to be very honest, because if you are searching in our area, not a single family you will get that with such a unique surname. So I thought that why not, because many of the like Gadge Patil industry, or many others, Masale King, that lots of I think that brands, they started with their surname. So that time the things trigger in my mind that why not I have to go with my own surname. And when I go with that Hulle Spoken English Academy, now it's not just a name, it's a brand actually. It's a brand of communication. If you are searching everywhere in Radhanari, Budurgar, Kagal, Karbir, you will definitely get at least one of the 10% who is going to say that, yeah, I know that Hulle's Academy, or I know that Aniket Hulle sir. So I think that my surname is already unique. And with this name, when I started the academy, it's got more unique right now. It was a really nice question actually.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Next. Those who want to ask second questions, that you can come, but anyone for the first question, you can come. Good evening. I'll sit.
How do you handle your classroom discipline?
And discipline is actually most important in teaching actually. When you started the batch, you don't know that the student mentality and all these things. But it happens, you got in 2 or 3 days, you got that how your students are and what the action you can take them. Some students are like in the classroom, when you scold them, they are going to change their behavior. And some students are there in the classroom, you can have to beat him, then they are going to realize it. So you know that how to handle that. And once, actually personally, my experience is too high now. I taught more than 3,000 students. I just executed my lectures in 57 villages. So not a single teacher you will get in all over Kolhapur district like me. So now I know that very well how to handle the students.
And how do you assist your student progress?
That's why we have unique pattern actually in Hulle's Academy. On the first day we are giving them a progress card where we are assigning them that whatever the progress they are taking. We have 2 teachers, special teachers for that student, those who are not at the average level. So they have to work in the afternoon. So those students who are not coming on the average level, those students who are above average here, we don't need to work on them. But those students below average, we have to work on it. Next. Take a fast, actually it's a live session is going on, so don't waste your time coming back. In the girls also, anyone wants to repeat that, you have option. Yes, please. I think new student must be try actually.
My question is about your teaching. What is your teaching method do you use?
No, actually it's not a single line question, so how I don't know exactly how can I explain, but you know that very well. uh, whenever you are going to teach, I already told you, you try to discover some of the unique techniques. And that I think that you know that for example, you know that when you join this class, we took a lots of tests, so you are going to do study. We also invent some of the games, group activities, so you have got an interest in that. We have some funny activities like you have to come here and execute yourself. So I think that the combination of all this that we executed and that student like most, that is most important.
And my one more question is, what is your favorite English activity?
I think group activity that we took here. Whenever we took here the group activity, the student got excited and they just have a bonding together and they try to make a best actually. So I think group activity is one of the best activity in our Hulle Academy, and I like it most. Next. Have a seat.
Hello. What is your best skill and you proud on that?
Obviously, my communication. I last half hour I just talk here. Not a single time I just have in dilemma or I was not uncomfortable at a single moment. I just have good communication in Marathi as well as in English. So I can spreading my influence on the students and parents. So that's why I'm here.
No, no. What's
so communication.
your skills? Best skills.
That's what I'm talking about. My communication skill is the best.
And your journey in one line.
Journey in one line is a tough question. How I'm going to narrate that? But I think that I would love to conclude like from better to good to better at this stage. From good to better and waiting for best. Next. Try to come a new students. I'm again appealing you.
What is your future plan?
Yeah, as I told you, we are planning to increase our intake capacity. Right now, only 50 students we can take. In the future, we'll take 200 students for each batch. So, in our campus of April, May, June, I'm planning to take 500 students at a single time. So, we are making that campus over here, planning in the future. Second, also we are trying to start our franchises in different villages and different locations, and both the things pre-planned here. So in upcoming 5 or 10 years.
Thank you.
There are so many books in your library. So you read.
Yeah, I read all that.
Huh.
So that's why that they were there.
You all books.
Yeah, obviously. Some of the books belongs to English. Some of the books are actually a literature in Marathi, and some of the book belongs to MPSC preparation of mine. So there are 3 categories you will get that. English book, obviously, in each and every month I read at least 1 or 2 book in English. I love Marathi. Actually, I'm a writer in Marathi, so that's why I give the preference to Marathi also. And some of the regular literatures you will find there in Marathi also. So all the book, whatever you are getting there, I just read it all. And that's why I'm sitting here and giving the answer of each and every question. Next. Yes, new student who is interested.
What thing is important to learn English?
I told you that 4 things are important: reading, writing, listening, and watching. If you're consistently doing this thing for 90 days, you are going to be expert in English communication. So reading the things, writing that same things, listening things in English, and watching lots of videos in English, and the combination of all the 4 factors are going to be concluded with the speaking. Yes. Yeah.
Sir, my question is, you have to option open this academy of a famous city, but you open this academy a small village. Why?
That's really good question actually. Lots of students, lots of parents also ask me the same question. See, in city you will get all these facilities, but in rural area, particularly in Radhanari Budurgar, which is famous for the scholarship and NMS examination, they focused on that. But unfortunately, our students, after completion of the graduation, they are unable to crack the multinational companies or UPSC interview or something like that, just because of lack of communication. So when I do my research over all this area, the students are outstanding. They actually are extraordinary along with a lot of intellectuals. But the problem is that they don't have capacity to communicate in English. That's a problem we have. So I think that I have to target this one. And you know that you are just, you can look here. We have more students than city. Because if you go to Kolhapur city and just went there and checking the catalogs, whatever the student they have, more than that we have students here. So I think that perfect location we have started, and our final intention to do this our student good in communication in our rural area, so they don't have to go to Kolhapur for the same. Yes, just a minute. We have anyone new student is there? Yes.
Sir, when you decided to start your academy?
At 2018.
And when your financial condition and how did you start it?
No, when talking frankly about the financial condition, when I started my class, the fees was 500 rupees. For that, 500 to 1000 rupees for the one day, a whole 1 month, and you know that whatever the fees you pay here. So that was the journey about the financial. Initial stage, I am not getting that much amount earnings, but it okay. Whatever I got, that was enough for my routine. But right now, I've settled very good. We have big earnings. It's good returns we got right now after 6 or 7 years.
How was your experience in the last 5 years, your academy?
Obviously, I told you, day by day our students are going to be increased. The parents trusted on me. We show some of the extraordinary students performance. Even though, not see, someone came here and not going to speak English. Even though parents are not happy, they are happy because they know that my son or my daughter, he or she can't read actually, and now he is or she is going to read. I think that is more than enough for them. So I think that, see, if you join this academy and if you are not unable to speak English, that doesn't mean your knowledge is going to be in vain. You are improving yourself, you got a confidence, and now before that in your entire life you haven't come such like that and ask a question in English. Now you ask that. So I think that is the betterment we have got in all the last 5 years. And about the infrastructure, I told you I started with rented. Now we have own building. In future we have planning to extend this building for 3 or 4 layers. So I think that these are the things we just changes in last 5 years.
How do you involve parents in education?
Means you are talking about general education, or you are talking here?
Here.
Actually, parents' role are vital. If you want to communicate in English, the atmosphere of your home, that's supposed to be in English, because you are spending maximum time at home. So obviously, if your parents are also speaking English, your brother or sister is also speaking English, and if you are trying to maintain that atmosphere at your home, that is really going to be a boost of your communication. Next.
Sir, can you tell me about challenging situation at work?
The biggest challenge is handle the students and handle the parents. Sometimes what happen, the expectations of parents are too high. If I sending my child to English speaking academy, that their ultimate purpose that he or she must be speak English. So that is not going to happen in education actually. The parallel results are there. So I think that that is a challenging sometime for us actually. And for the case of students actually, sometimes the students are pressurized by someone, so they are not going giving attention to anything. They are enjoying the things, but they don't want to do anything. So that time it's your challenge, or it's a high risk actually for you to just counsel that students and make come in that regular flow in the education. So both the things are challenging, means managing the parents and another side managing the students. That both the things are challenging in the education actually.
Can we see Hulle's Academy in all over India?
Obviously, when your dreams are big, why not? Now I am famous in at last 6 years I am famous in Kolhapur. Next 5 years I am going to famous in Western Maharashtra. Next 10 years I am going to famous in Maharashtra. And next 20 years maybe I am famous in all over India. And maybe after 30 years I will be the representative of India in United Nations. Maybe I'm not sure about that, but I think that it is going to be happen. So if you are optimistic, if you are courage, if you are guts, you can do anything in the world. Next. Yes, anyone is?
Sir, tell me, sir, tell me if, sir, tell me of,
Yes, continue. I am getting you what you want to say.
sir, tell me of information about your incoming book.
Upcoming book you are talking about. Actually, my book is not in English actually. I am a writer of Marathi, and every month I am going to write articles regarding to that. So I just going to compile in June actually that, and in upcoming festival season in Diwali I'm going to publish that. So that's a book regarding to Marathi, not about the English. Next. Yeah.
If you get the chance to define your own personality in one word, which word do you choose?
Enthusiastic. I'm enthusiastic person. I'm always ready to accept the challenges. I'm always motivated, because unless and until you are motivated, how you are going to motivate others? So I think that the one word for me is that I am enthusiastic person.
Thank you.
Full of energy. Yeah. That's really good. That I really appreciate that almost 20 plus students came here. That is a really good sign actually. Yes. I'm really happy with your questions.
What works you done before start this academy?
That's a really good question and new question actually. I was become just a lab assistant in one diploma college, which is class 3 post. And when I left my job, I got only 7,500 rupees salary for 1 month. And I'm talking about 2018. So before just 8 years ago, I was there as a lab assistant, which is class 3 post, along with just 7,500 rupees salary.
Thank you.
Yes, next. I think 20 plus question I tackle, and every question was unique actually. That was really appreciable. And without pre-planned, we just took the discussion. That's too good actually. Next, from girls side, anyone is there interested? Or from the boys side? Last chances we have. Yes. If no one is interested, the student can repeat the questions. Repeated students can take that.
There were so many students came in your academy, and in your academy.
Please keep silent.
And I think there will be also some of students probably extraordinary. Then can you tell me one of them, a name of the student who was best since you start your academy?
Lots of students actually I have. It is very injustice to say one name actually, because I taught more than 3,000 students. Out of that, near about 200 plus students were extraordinary. So if I go with one name, it is really a big mistake from my side, because it is injustice actually to say only one name. So the list was too high. Out of 300, you got 100 or 200 students outstanding.
So some of your student who became most successful in his life?
No, actually I started my academy at 2019, and that batch students are now just pass out. So I think that we have to wait actually. Wait for 2 or 3 years, then we'll get results. Next. Last few questions there. Last few questions from girl side. Anyone is interested who is not coming here? Yes. From boys actually. Anyone is interested from the boys? Last question. Otherwise, I am going to declare that that's the end of the session. Yes, from girl side, anyone is there? Any question left you can ask. End that YouTube live. Okay. I'll do that. I'll do.